Hello, everybody, and welcome to an evening with WIT Heidi. Extended show of Black History. That's right, in the celebration of my mother, Evangelist Renee, birthday, February 2nd, 1932. So, yeah, you guys, I'm banging this. I was in the middle of doing my talk show, and I can freestyle now because I'm done. But I just wanted to show you guys my outdoor orange. This is an orange color with a light in there, and I just love it because it makes the bright light looks orange. And my husband got that for me. As you guys see, I did my little nails, and I got to get them off by tomorrow, cause, but yeah, they're really long, and I don't really like them long like that. But I'm doing that little bang thing for Black History Month. Yeah, so try to see if I can get over here and see how I look. Yeah, so I would like to give acknowledgement out to my ex-cousin-in-law. Her name is Marcia Anthony, and we're from Oakland, California, and she is an in-law to a ex-married person in my family. Her cousin was married to someone in my family, and I lived a wild life when I was a teenager, and I'm going to send this show out to her. So all of you that enjoy my show, like my shows, like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends about me, let them know. An Evening with Heidi is on a YouTube hood near you. With that, I bring arts and crafts, and all you can see, this is one of my arts and crafts here, and this is a crown, and it has a stone. I've showed you guys, and there will be more colors, beautiful colors, and they are chokers. They're called choker crowns. They're newly invented. That's right, it's my first time making them. I usually make head crowns for the male and female. I can make halters, whatever you want. If you're interested, holler at me at 313-971-7779 is my business line, or you may friend me or contact me and let me know you're interested in a choker with bling blings and everything. And I do plain as well, plain Jane. Yes, Heidi Wilkerson, Totsy, Totsy, on Facebook. That's right. And holler and say, hey, I would like a choker. You know what I'm saying? If you donate to the show, $25 or more, you would get a free choker crown. That's right, they're called crowns, not headbands, not bands. My stuff is original, and it's not like any other in any beauty supply store. That's right, original, baby. That's right, doing it hood style. You want a hood style, we can do a hood style. Any way you want it, we can do it, okay? Chokers with bling, bling, stones, crystals, fake diamonds, but it looks real, and they're worth $25 and more. The crowns are like $45 worth of labor. And if I don't have your color, you can donate to my show at $Queen Heidi 701. That's my Cash App. Again, capital QUEEN, capital HEIDI 701 is the Cash App. $25 or more, and you will get a free choker. And if you want a head crown, they're worth $45. So if you donate $35 or more, you will get a free head crown, because that is the value of the labor as well as the paying for it. And shipping and handling is free, if you do the $25 or more. That's right, you'll get it first class. That's right. So, anything less than that, if you donate anything less than that, $15 to $20, then you will get a plain choker with a little bit of bling, and there will be shipping and handling if you want it priority. If you want it first class, it will be a $5 service fee for transportation and mailing that off, okay? So right now, that's what I'm doing, giving away for free for anyone that donates to my talk show. That's right. And I will also be bringing some original music for my talk show. So it'll be a little bit of gospel. It'll be a little bit of class, hop, clean, be kind of gangster, but it won't be any filthy talk. But only what you do for Christ will last. So anyway, I would like to give a shout out and thanks to this beautiful Black soul sister for Black History Month, Marcia Anthony from Oakland, California. When I was very wild, people was like kind of wrote me off or whatever, but Marcia always believed in me. She didn't like some of the things I did, and she didn't like going by hearsay, but she saw in me something, when there was competition, when women were competing with me over another guy, I always kept her laughing because I would dance, and I fought with talent. I fought with the mind. I didn't fight physical unless I had to defend myself, of course. And she would laugh. Her and her sister would laugh, Nona would laugh. They would just crack up. But she believed in me, and she always believed in me. She is a I believe some kind of state representative, was highly educated and never wanted for a man. She didn't really hang with women too much, honey, but she never had no problem having a man and getting a man, baby. While everybody was running, she had her a stable man. I think she still might be with that man to this day, but she never had a problem in that department. But she loved pickles. She always let me sleep in a big king size bed at one of the fathers, one of the stepfathers. Treated me with lots of love, got me eating the pickles, and just believed in me, and had hope in me. And she was never jealous, because people were always jealous. She wasn't trying to be. It doesn't matter if I walked a straight line. She still wouldn't want it to be anybody but herself, because there's only one original you. And only that talent in you could be a blessing to someone else. She wasn't too keen on going to church with us or whatever, but she believes in the Lord, and she loves the church today, as I know. But she always believed in me. And when I talked to her, she's like, well, you're not doing that again. And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? Because people like to gossip and talk. And I feel like if I want somebody to know something, I'll tell them. If you come to me, you say something to me, or you ask me, oh, we heard about this, or, this, that, and the other, whether it be a relative or they talking, you have a lot of people just tell people stuff without asking you, is it okay if they tell them that? You might not want them to know that. And for various reasons. It could be for good reasons. It could be for not so good reasons. But with her, she was special to me. And so she, it wasn't necessary for her to listen or to hear what people had to say. But all she knew was what she saw in me. And she always believed in me. Very dark chocolate soul system. Mother, highly educated, was very, very intellectual people. So, in that particular side of the family. So I'm so grateful to Marsha Anthony. I'd like to give a shout out to her for Black History, and I am about to cry because she was so special to me. That's right. So y'all see I'm banging my Black History. Yeah. I'm banging my Black History little bang. I did some kind of little rap. I don't know what I was doing, honey, but I did something different. I was like, And I'm banging this chocolate wine. It's like a chocolate wine type of mahogany. And I would like to also show y'all, and like I said, my stones are very beautiful. This is one of the gift bags here. This is a nice gift bag. I won't show my stones. And this is also a color. It's different color. It's like a marker. So, I can always mark something on whatever I'm doing. So, I'm into my arts and crafts to, add color to anything that they want. And this is also bands that I use. I buy my own material. I get my own material. If you want something gold, and I add just my own design. So, like I said, you won't find things like this in a beauty supply. And it's not cheap. It's very expensive. All my stuff is original, and like I said, I've shown them before. And I also have crowns, different types of crowns. I have different amounts of colors. So, trying to think, do I have? This one is a green one. This one's a plain one, and I believe I had someone model this one. And this is a green crown. This is the inside. This is a green one. It's kind of loose right now. I have to tie it up. This is a green one. And it has multicolors. And it is a head crown for men. This is for men. I'm always showing women. So this is for men. That's right. And I also have a blue one. I believe I showed that one before. And I'm not even sure if it's even in here, because I had it before. But I've shown it before. So I'm not sure if it's even in here. So it may be in here. But I don't want to get the digging, honey, and then these nails pop off. So yes, this one is a blue one. And this is a plain blue one. I also have a blue one, and it is very royal. It is very royal. And this, like I said, this one is a plain one. This is just like anybody wants a plain one. So like if you donate $10, $15, you can get the plain ones like this, as well as the green one. And also, I believe I had one with the bling. It has so much bling in it. And this is, this one is for a female. And I think I showed you guys this one before. And this one is a crown. Like I said, I make my own design. This is a crown. And this is a teal, almost like a teal stones on it that yours truly put on there. And then also at the bottom, you let it hang. You let it hang. You let it hang like this. You had it let it hang. So you can look like a princess or a queen, whichever one you feel that you are, princess or a queen. Beautiful black princess, beautiful black queen. And they're for all nationalities. So you can be a princess, queen. You can be a Latino princess. You could be a Caucasian princess. You could be a French, Cuban, Jamaican, Nigerian, African, Ivory Coast, Yoruba, Igbo, baby. Whatever you want to be, baby. You know what I'm saying? You can be that queen, okay? Princess or whatever. So there's just a few. Like I said, I have a blue one. It's made with a lot of bling, but it's for men. It's like bling. It's bling for men. Here it is right here. So it's bling for men, and I made this. And like I said, I think I showed this before. It almost matches my nails. It almost matches my nails, as you can see. This one is also bling, 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 bling. And so this one is for men, okay? And as you can see, this is arts and crafts because it is like liquid. And I believe I have a few liquids over here. I'm not sure if I have some liquids for, well, you know what? Here's one here. This one is gold. It's arts and crafts. It's a liquid gel. And I also have a red. Red. And then I also have a silver one, and I don't know where my silver one is, but it's somewhere. But anyway, the silver gel is on this one here. You can see it here. See the silver gel right there? It's kind of thin. It's a real thin one. And then it comes down here. It's even more. You can see it here. If I can get it in the dark, you probably can see it. There it goes. See the sparkles there? And it's for men. This is a king crown. That's right. For the brother, the soul brother, or any other kind of brother you want to be, baby. Okay, and this is valued at $45. So if you donate $35 or more to my talk show, $ capital QUEEN, capital HEIDI, 7up1, and you will get a free head crown. So I showed you guys again. This is my crown choker. This is called a crown choker. And it has the bling bling. It has attachments in the back, and these are the orange beads here. As you can see, the orange beads right here. These are the orange beads. As you can see, these are the orange beads. Look like little wine candies. They look like little wine candies. Look like little wine candies. And I believe I had sold one time to a guy for his baby, and it had gold wine candy. Like, remember the wine candies that you used to eat when you were little? I don't know. I used to love wine candy, the long ones and the little ones. They had lime, grape, green, and these were yellow, and they looked like banana. And really, really beautiful. And what did I do with that crown that I just had, y'all? It was full of bling, bling, bling and everything, baby. Oh, it moved. It moved again. And I probably have it upside down. But you can wear you can have it big at the top and small at the bottom. Or you can have it big at the bottom and small at the top. However the man wants to wear it. So, yeah. So I'm going to probably be sending this to my stepsister to see if because her husband like crowns and stuff like that. So I will be using some metals, silver and gold metals on the crochet designs. The crochet designs may be thinner. They won't be as full and thick as this, and they will be more thinner, and they will be for the spring and summer. It will have a stretch attachment to where it won't itch, because you know these itch in the summer. So these are only for winter when it's really cold. So if you guys don't get it now, if you want to get it later, you can, but you will burn up in the summertime, you know. Like I say, this is a deep teal, almost like turquoise. It's really loud. It's a really loud color. And like I said, you don't have to get loud colors. Let me try to see. There we go. Oh, what did I eat? I got heartburn. Oh, it was the coffee. I had no business having that coffee. So as you see, we can have plain. You can have the plain. You know, oh, I need to drink some water. I got heartburn. And it's getting really dark. It is definitely evening. Heck, you know, y'all have to close my curtain, honey, because folks can see up in here. So, yeah, y'all had to change phones. So, dang, what did I do? I'll tell you, honey, I'll be gonna start that tripping and start forgetting about stuff. See, yeah, I thought and then also like to also show you guys my bracelets. I didn't do my bracelet show. Get back over here in the light. Like I told you, lighting is everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me get over here. So as you can see, this is a gold. This is a yellow gold. These are 2 Indian golds. And then on the end are Indian dark gold. You guys know I mix with Indian, so I be banging my Indian. I be banging all my coaches. My lady friend called me her rainbow friend. You rainbow, yeah. So this is a little thin jacket, you know, something to celebrate my mother's birthday, and yeah, just to celebrate my mom's birthday. You know, her birthday is today, so I said I might do the show today. You guys, also, I ordered some stuff too. I don't even know what half that stuff is. But you want to order things like charred powder. I ordered me recently some charred powder. It's in a container. Plastic, it's like a little bag, but it's a Ziploc. Charred powder. Kale powder. You can put all that. Man, I better take my heartburn medicine, because I don't know, I believe it was that coffee. Once I have more than one, and then you don't have no food, and usually I celebrate on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I have my little tuna sandwiches, go out to little, my husband goes out to a little restaurant and gets me, I get lots of bell peppers. I flood it with vegetables, because I really don't like tuna, and I'm too lazy to make it, and I don't like making it because it has too much sodium and cholesterol, and this particular place makes it like vegan and gets all the fat out of it and stuff. I don't know how they do it, but it makes me feel okay. My husband been doing a lot of work. He's really tired. I spend the weekends with my husband, but I don't know how I'm gonna get these nails on, because he got them long nails on. So you guys, so try to see if I can get this to sit. I need a stand, like a tall stand. I'm gonna start getting visual effects, like commercial visual effects. So I may have my niece do it. Maybe when I go back home, if I can make it back home, because of the floods and the weather and everything that's going on. Excuse me, you guys. I don't want to get stranded out there, you know. Even though I get a room high up, I want to be able to get out there. I don't want the car that we rent to be flooded out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys, I did my nails. I got 2 plain ones. Oh, and I didn't do my thumbs. My thumbs are short. I put the little coral on it. I put the little coral on it because you need to use some fingers. So, make sure. You know, I be like, I gotta stay on it, cause I know, I have to, make sure I don't get nothing too much. Yeah, so it looks really dark. See that? It's almost like a chocolate. I know that sometimes I'll be doing my lips and then I don't be wiping around it. Cause I don't like it hanging. Yeah, I don't like it hanging. So shout out to my stepsister, my bonus sister, Alina, who be telling people about my shows, and I'll be getting friends and stuff with people who know her. She knows a lot of people. She know, a few famous people. Not that I'm into famous people, because again, only what you do for Christ will last. So yeah, I want to make sure I'm on board here, y'all. All right. Oh Lord. Yeah, this is called spicy sangria. It's dark. Yeah, y'all. So I'm doing a little beauty fashion show. Yeah, got this. I think I got. How is this supposed to be? I think this is supposed to be over this. See, that's why I can't do nothing with these nails. I don't know. It's kind of dark right here. Look, a little chocolate in there. A little chocolate. Okay, no. So you guys, I'm gonna put my glasses back on. Back to business. So I would like to show you all some survival tools that I ordered. And excuse me, guys. And as you know, when it's evening time, I light my candles. So because I have these nails on, I will not be able to light all of my candles. So I'm only going to be able to light one. And that is this one here. I'm only going to, I hope it don't break off here. I'm going to use the thumb. And here we go. An evening with Heidi. Yeah, it has no scent to it. It's just plain, but I love the vase. My husband had found the vase. I'm like, I got to have that. And he gave it to me. And I found this in the basement because he had so many candles in the basement, like for emergency and everything. So, yeah, I really wanted to burn my fragrant ones and stuff like that. But these nails is in the way. And I need, if I have a long lighter, like the really long one, then I can do it. I love this one here because it has a really strong scent. I don't think it's much left of it. Yeah, it's like I think it's called Refresh, Imagine. It's called Imagine. Let me see what. It smells so good. It's called, lemongrass sage. I ain't really into the sage and stuff. But it smells good. It's called lemongrass sage. I really love lemongrass. I'm not into sage or anything like that. This one is a strawberry and it smells just like strawberry. So because I have these nails, let me see. I might can light it with my thumb. Like I said, you got to be careful when you because you got nails, you know what I'm saying? You want to be real. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the other one. We can try it. We can try it this way, y'all. Let's see what happens if we try it this way. Try to do a double cup. Nope, that didn't work. So what you have to do is sometimes you have to get a piece of paper. If you get a piece of paper, then you might get like it. Okay, where is my phone? So I'm gonna, cause I like this strawberry. So I'm gonna light this strawberry right quick. And it did not go through. It did not go through. I'm trying to see what I have here. So yeah, y'all. Welcome again to Evening with Heidi, the multi-variety show. They bring creativity, self-made designs, arts and crafts, her own original slogans, class hop, Miss Class in session. Yeah, this, and then you got to do it fast. You got to do it, because this didn't even go through. And then, well, you know, it'll light real fast if you got it too wide. That's why it's better to have a lighter when you do it. Oh, this smoke ain't gonna work, baby. So finally I have it going, y'all. Y'all saw me light it. And this is the strawberry. And I'm gonna sit it on top of this beautiful here. This is so beautiful. This is a top. And this is just lovely. Like the sound of my nails. Beautiful art. Beautiful art. And I'm going to sit it on top of it, as you all can see. See the top there? It's sitting on that beautiful top. And they are together now. Gotta keep it. I don't want it too close to my stuff. And then some of these papers burning, honey. We'll slow down. I'll make sure I ain't trying to burn up none. So, you guys, back to the log cabins and trailers. Okay? So what I've done is, and I'm going to show you guys one more fashion that I ordered. I ordered these stretchers here, and they are like a camel bronze. I don't really care too much for brown clothing. I like suede brown, and these have holes in them. So these are going to come in real nice for the summer. They don't reveal too much. They just let the knees breathe. There's some more cuts here at the bottom. And I'm going to get a long blouse. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm still going to wear a long blouse to cover up. Really nice. And I ordered some other stuff. I have no clue what's in there. But it's important that, and I've been talking about this for a while. My husband does it. He grows cayenne pepper. Do you know cayenne pepper can kill excess fat? It can kill a lot of things in your body. So if you get a fresh one, I got a fresh dry bag full, and I put 2 and it was burning up. So I may have some tonight after I have my sandwich. And because I'm supposed to eat, I like to try to eat before 7 and be done. I try to eat but be done by 6:30, and then sip on my, I have something called marshmallow root too. You boil it, and then you can boil it in the water, or you can pour hot water on it, and then you drain it. So I'm going to share that with my husband. It kills mucus. It kills all sorts of things in your body. Also, cloves are good for parasites. Cloves, I learned something about cloves, cinnamon, and oranges. I like mandarins because I don't like oranges unless they're very dark from Florida. So this is what I have here. And this is, and I'm going to cover the cover. And these are Swiss chard. These are the rainbow Swiss chard. Rainbow Swiss chard. And you have multicolors in there where it says Swiss chard. This is Swiss chard. As you can see, it says Swiss chard. Okay, so you want, I like the multicolor. I love red. And these are seeds. And I've been talking about it, but it's not about talking about it, it's about being about it. So I seen them when I was trying to order some chard powder, and I seen them. And I got a couple of them. And they were like $3 or something like that. And, you know, and this is from some farm. It's premium seeds. And they were around since they were founded in 1792. So it was after slavery. All right now. Yep. I can show it to you right here. Found it. I'm trying not to show the name of the company. So I'm trying to avoid showing the name. But as you can see, it will show you 18. Was it 18? No, 17. Oh, no. My bad. No, slavery was still going on, because slavery didn't end until, what, 1865, 1868, something like that. They was 65, and then it was really over by 68, and a lot of them didn't tell slaves that they were free, and playing games and stuff like that, playing games for some change, doing something strange for some change. I heard they were not humiliating women, but they were humiliating men from what I heard. This is all allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, so this was founded in 1792. And you can see, you go online and order your own. I ordered mine. I don't know. My husband goes to a health food store, and he gets his again. This is where it was founded, right here. Okay, you can see it. 1792. That's a long way, 1792. And they're charred, and you want to grow around your cabin or around your trailer. It's very important that you grow around those areas, because you want to be in an isolated area, and you want to have a nice tall fence. And it could be whatever you want. Mine personally will be bronze. God allowed me to, however what it is that He want me to do, and He allowed this, then that's what I will get. Because I can see you a mile away. You know what I'm saying? I can see you a mile away. Yeah, I'm in the Black History mood. I'm celebrating my mother's birthday. So, I'm more than likely, I got some beautiful sparkling silver. So, I got to come out of these nails because I got to put the beads. I'm putting some beads on one of them. It's really funky. The straps around the back will have beads. It's going to be so beautiful. So when you tie them, you can tie them into a bow, and it'll be long enough for the beads to show. You don't want to put it in a knot because you got to be able to keep it loose so you can adjust it, because everybody doesn't have the same head size. So I like to adjust them. I had one. Matter of fact, I don't know if I can find it. I don't know what happened to it, but I had a green and brown one with a bunch of sparkles, and I would wear it, and it looked like $100. And I don't know if I still have it or not. But when I moved from where I moved from, I thought I had it with me, but I had it for a very long time, and it was very tight knit. It was almost like knit material. It did not look like crochet. I don't do loose crochet. You can get that from the Salvation thrift store and for $1 and for 50 cents. No, I do tight professional crochet like knit. It looks, because one young lady was trying to figure out my pattern at the Black History Museum, where they have to talk about Black history. They show slavery stories about the chains and the handcuffs that they had. They sell jewelry there, all sorts of things. You can get a venue there. I had a venue with a young lady, and someone was trying to figure out my design. Like, they were trying to figure out the pattern. It was confusing to them, But it was regular crochet. I just did it in a knit way. I don't know how to knit. My grandmother and my sister knitted. Knitting, I don't think she can do it now, but yeah, knitting was never my thing. I would wear something knit if it was made for me or it was bought. But my crochet is original. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, that's very important. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you have those seeds. You want to get chard is very healthy. Kale. I'm going to look for red kale seeds because I like red kale. The chard that I have is green chard. The powder that I have that I ordered, it's a chard powder, and it's in a bag, and you can order it. And it was like it was from Puerto Rico town or something like that, and it didn't look like it went through, and I was so afraid it didn't get through, because you got to be careful when you get stuff online. But it actually came, and I was like, wow. But I would prefer red chard, so I'm gonna see. I'm gonna have to just order. It's better to you want to stack up on thousands of seeds, and you want to use natural. I'm going to use natural vitamin E, the one that you take internally, not the one you put on your skin, the one that you take internally, and just spray a little bit. Back in the day, they used vitamin E for the Bob Marley teas, and it was healthier, made skin look young. And I don't want all those chemicals and fertilizers. I don't want that. Well, you need fertilizers to grow. I never use fertilizer. I use water and vitamin E. And, my plant grew within a couple of days. It was growing just by itself. Somebody might say, well, it won't be as strong. But as long as you eating it, or it's, you know what I'm saying, you can. Some stuff, it's better to have natural. You don't want all those chemicals in there. So vitamin E, I want a clean dirt, either a black dirt or a white dirt, just a plain cooking food, and also aloe vera. I do have aloe vera plants in the living room. My husband got them in the living room. They're good for the skin. They're also good for juicing. So I just thought about, but the only thing I don't like about aloe vera, you got to cut them. It's a lot of work. So you got to cut them. You got to scrape all the jelly out. You know what I'm saying? But it's better to have it plain than to have it with the citric acid. Because I have one, and I use it, and it has too much citric acid in it. And I don't like all that. Yeah, you guys. So I'm having like a late celebration. So yeah, I just wanted y'all to see my little African thing I going on. And I kind of like did my nails like at the last minute. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, cause it's gonna be hard. My husband was like, you can't wash the dishes. You can't do nothing. I hate washing the dishes anyway. I can't stand washing the dishes. I can't stand it. I have me an assistant to come help me from now and then. I may have to get me a new assistant. So, not sure. Because she's a great cleaner, but sometimes she's tired. It's just not done thoroughly. So, I like my stuff done thoroughly, and especially if I'm paying you extra than what the actual cost is, because I know you do good work. But like, shoot, I'm gonna have to find me somebody. I really don't want nobody. I don't care who it is, male, especially not no man. But I mean, and then you got people coming in the house. And then you don't know what they got. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm hearing that more and more people, and I'm going to switch up a little bit from housekeeping right quick. Y'all know I be switching lanes without no signal. Drop that dough, real dough, diddle, diddle. Drop it on the floor. Add some more. On top of my big toe. Stay away, you piece of trash. Don't mess with class. Miss Class. That's the name. That's the name. Miss Class. That's the name. That's the name. Miss Class. That's the name. That's the name. When I first saw you, I thought you were an old-fashioned country boy. And then I found out you were a pimp player, trying to be 2, 3, 4 deep. What's a girl to do with a hood like you? Heck, I'm crazy. Because I walk it on my beat. I walk it in the streets. They hear my beat. They hear it in the feet. They hear it in the town. I go round and round. You can hear my sound. They hear it in my feet. They hear it in my beat. I walk out on the streets. I talk to my own beat. I talk to my own. And then freedom of speech. It's crazy about freedom of speech. And it's like, you can talk in code, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is the person going to understand what you're saying if they're not from the, and I'm not saying that being from the streets is like a bittersweet kind of thing. It's like it can be positive. It can be positive and negative. It's always some negative there, of course, but I'm saying it depends on, it works to your effect, but it's not really a testimony. But the Bible says the poor will always be amongst you. But if you grow up in the suburbs, because you have a lot of people in the suburbs, they have better advantage or whatever, but they love that thug life. I don't know what it is, especially the women. All of the middle class and upper class women that I've seen that was from the upper class and middle class, they love ghetto life. They love coming to the ghetto life. And they have money and everything, and all their friends be from the hood, because they feel like they want to feel, they think it's normal. Like, okay, well, if I'm there, it doesn't mean I'm so uppity, and I understand the struggle. And you may observe the people going through the struggle, but you can never understand it unless you're actually there in it. And they wish that they could be in it, so they try to go. They got cousins and family that live out there, And it makes them feel like they're apart. So what happens is they end up marrying Thug Thizzle for shizzle my nizzles. Because they just love that thug passion, baby. They got to have that thug passion. Give it to me, give it to me. That thug passion, yeah. I got to have that thug passion, yeah. Give it to me, give it to me. Give it to me, give it to me. Heck no, man. Heck no. Cause I got to have that. I got to have that thug passion, yeah. Give it to me, give it to me. They gotta have it, man. They be feigning my brizzo for nizzle. I know this guy. He has a crush on me. I had a couple of guys. I got like quite a few guys got a crush on me. And they don't care about me being married or nothing. I'm like, y'all, when I grew up, I was like, if you told me something like that, I'd be like, adios amigo, no speak English. I guess they can't resist some folks, but I was saying bro to one of the brothers, and he was like, because he liked me, like, why you say bro? Like, I like you. I don't want you to call me bro. I ain't trying to be your brother. But it meant black brother. When I say bro, like, my husband, he had to do something. It was an emergency. And my son was on the phone. You know, Sir King Dukes, Prince Sir King Dukes Jr. That's right, the Prince Jr. And not the Prince in the place out in the streets. I'm talking about Sir Dukes Prince Jr., the original beat maker, the drum roller in the church. He I don't mean it was Holy Ghost sanctified church. But he was listening to me, and I told my husband, I said, make sure you bring my dough back, bro. I need my brizzy back, Brizzo. I need my bread back, bro. But it was a certain amount. That bring my so and so amount was a certain amount. It was like bring my $25 back, bro. Where's my $50? Like the man in the movie. But my son was like, Mama, you was talking to him like you was talking to a dude, you know. And my adopted son got a girlfriend that talk like that. He was like, y'all need to stay close because y'all sound like I need my so and so back, bro. I went from princess, Cinderella, flower girl, church girl, class hop girl, thug thizzle girl, to thug thizzle on steroids. Like, you know what I'm saying? But every woman is different. They be like, you can keep it, baby. Just keep it. Just give me that thug passion, and you can have all my dough. They be like, I'll be your sugar mama. You couldn't pay me enough to make me be no sugar mama. And it ain't because you have to think that you all that. You just got to have confidence in yourself. What do y'all feel about 50-50? Women and men doing 50-50. I just went. So you know me, I mix it up. I mix it and mic it up. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? Yeah. Give them 50-50, baby. 50-50, man. Hey, that's the new thing, man. Shoot. My dad, he said, you got something they want, they got something you want. And it's like you go in the store. When you buy something at the store, you can't just go up to the register and say, oh, I want this for free. And then you got a choice to get the generic or the name brand. So what do you think you are? Do you think you generic or the name brand? Do you for you the prize? And somebody might say, oh, that's crazy. That's thinking materialistic. That's thinking gold digger kind of thing. No, it's about making someone earn you. You know, when we're young and dumb and naive, you know, we just let people use us, take all our money, and they be broke dudes that ain't got nothing because they bring in that thug passion. I heard, who was that? It was some singer woman. She said that. It was like, oh yeah, she's some kind of black activist. She was on some talk show, and she was like, you know, to the broke thug guys bring the best, you know, loving or whatever. But if a woman got money, she don't care. Especially if she older, she getting old. When she young, she got options. I got options. It's a girl out here. I don't know if she live out here, but she be with this other girl out here. that I really, really like. She's friends with her. So it's a female rapper out here. And I like her. I don't know if I want to say her name or not, but yeah. First name start with Cash. Give me that cash. Give me that fast. Give it to me quick. You better make it stick. Cash, cash. Give it to me fast. Make it real quick. Just give it to me real fast. You better make it stick. Give it to me quick. Just make it stick. She said, I got options. I got options. You have to think like that. You have options. Because when you don't think you have options, then people take advantage of you. They use you. You know? And then they be with some other woman. You might say, well, I look better than her. Yeah, but she has morals and she demands her respect. So you don't have to be no attractive woman to have. You can do something about you can be a good person on the inside, but if you're not utilizing it unto the Lord and allowing the Lord to make you be that light so that you can draw someone that's of the light to you. Otherwise, you draw dark people and they with somebody else, and then you end up being a sugar mama. Sugar mama, sugar baby can't. What was that candy? I used to love them candy, sugar babies. They rot your teeth out. When you like real young, you can eat them, but once all your teeth fall out, and then that's it, and your teeth grow back, and they're not gonna fall out no more. You can't eat sugar babies. You can't eat sticky taffies and stuff like that. You can't eat charcoal. I used to love this charcoal candy. It was like charcoal and hard. Can't eat stuff like that. Hard candy like Butterfingers. It'll rot your teeth out. Or if you can find a light whipped icing like it, you can put on a cake and it's light whipped, it's not heavy, then go for it. That's what I do. I use light whipped. I think I did a show. Y'all check out my show. It's a baking show. I am doing a chocolate fudge brownie cake with light whipped white icing, and I sent that out. I will be transferring this from another phone. Sometimes it pops up on all my phones, but this phone is like a private business line to my designs. So I'm not sure. Sometimes it may pull up. I'm not sure. I have to double check. I may have saw it. I'm not quite sure, so I don't want to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed the multi-variety show, An Evening with WIT Heidi. That's right, on a YouTube hood near you. And stay tuned for more updates and more updated shows. I did one by the fireplace, part 1 and part 2 by the fireplace, chit chat. And then I did another one talking about the world and the church conflict, part 2. It's been an extended one about the compromisation of the church, and also the desperation of folks wanting to get out of the hood to make it and end up, giving their soul for a pot of gold to the enemy and his dark imps and his children who he used to win souls into the lake of fire of damnation in Hades. So that's somewhere we don't want to go, So today is my mother's birthday, so I must say that only what you do for Christ will last, and being filled with his Holy Ghost power, and that's what she would. And then when I was back home, me and my husband stopped at it was people in the tents. I thought it was like a flea market, like, because in Los Angeles they have that like swap meets. And my husband said, no, I think we weren't married at the time. He said that's homeless. So we gave underwears, we gave peanut butter and jelly, we gave pizza, butter, and one girl had her little camp, looked like a little cabin. It was cute, but it's really bad in Oakland. I heard it's really bad. The homelessness is really bad. And the water flood. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it home in this summer. I did want to go back there. Because I wanted to see someone, a lady I know, and y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but this lady, ex-husband, was my boyfriend. My brother matched made with the guy, and she told me he passed away. But I've been knowing her since I was like 17, and she used to take me to the theaters at Laney College, to keep me out of trouble. Because like I said, I was in the streets, I was wild, I was at San Francisco on lockdown, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like her because, of course, she was, and I wasn't jealous. I was never the jealous type. I have 3 brothers. They always made me feel like a princess. But my brother said he had came out of her place one day, so I don't know if they were messing around, and maybe they're probably still messing around. But she only came to our building because she had a fire. So, and he let her, because she has his kids, and they stayed in our place for a minute. Then I told him, you need to get them their own place so I can leave my mom's and come back and be with him. Yes, I was shacking up, y'all. That was my first time shacking up. I do not condone shacking up. I only condone courting and marrying the person and then moving to their place, unless they have some property that you can stay in, then but like, even when you're visiting on the weekends and stuff like that, it's temptation, that's still sin. But they give you property to live in, and even if it's in the, you don't want to open the door to temptation, even if they sleeping in another room. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that, me, I can do it because I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I sleep in another room, but the temptation is gonna be there. So you're gonna go visit them like you visit the weekend. So if they have like a separate property somewhere far and you need to stay there, you want to get an understanding about that you're not gonna be being pressured. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she was a theatrical lady. She did acting on the theatrical stage and stuff, and I told her it ran in my blood. I had a sore throat or cold and I couldn't sing, but I told her I sing. But when I see her again, I'm gonna sing. But I want to sing, or even slash rap my own original stuff, probably mixed with a little bit of gospel. You know me, I don't like mixing stuff up, but it's not too worldly. It's gangster, but it ain't. It's more like class hop. It's not bad words, but like I said again, only what you do for Christ will last, and that's what's important. That's what we need to do in these last and evil days and these end times. So I would like to do at least 4 gospel or 5, and I probably do. I don't want to say what my titles are, but I gotta know how to do this stuff on the phone because I'm used to the old-fashioned way with the serial number. But if you don't patent your clothing, or you don't patent your beats or anything like that, anybody can say they own it, or they can go own it and then say, oh, you got it from them, and then may sue you for something that you made originally yourself because they stole it. So you want to make sure that beat, the music beat, is also copywritten, and you could do it through the phone. It's the way you do it. So I have to learn that. So if I get the hang of that, then I can do my four songs, and then do my 4 or 5, maybe more gospels. I do have some original made gospel, and nobody wants to steal that. If you steal gospel, something wrong with you. But yeah, so like I was saying, there will be no goat bowing down. There will be no lamb bowing down to no goat. Let me rephrase that. Okay, so I heard there was someone made a rap song saying the goats will bow down to the lamb. That's a lie from the pits of hell. And this person come out of the church, you know what I'm saying? And they can reach the people, and they were reaching the people. But what happens, like I said in my last show, when you start hanging around the devil's children, things happen. You start compromising. You start changing your image. You're not looking the way that the Bible says that you look. And with this freedom of speech, you can't even say certain things. You can't even come right out and even say it. You can't talk about it, And then if you say something to somebody in church about it, that's discrimination. But you have rules in your church. When I did my little stuff, honey, when I came in, it wasn't none of that, oh, anything go. You hid it. You hid it because you feared the Lord. I know of a young man, he knows the difference. If he feared the Lord, he watched me, and I told him, honey, no, there's hope. You can do it. And he heard it from me, and it made him think. There was one that came in the beauty spot where I used to work. And he was a model. And he looked at me and was like, wow, you know what? I might want to rethink this. Yes, because you never know who can stand in front of you that the Lord will use as a vessel to make you say, wow, you know what? Let me rethink this. Let me correct this and get this right with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Then you have some people that just choose to go. They really don't even know what they're going to face in the first judgment. So, me, I go to a little bit of spirituality. This is a multi-variety show where I kind of mix it up. But I am believing all the hypocrite stuff. It's like, this is keeping it real type of show. We call it like it is. So like I was saying before, you just never know if you're going to make it in when you get on the enemy's territory. So, you guys, you are living in an end time. So, it's important that you get those log cabins, you get those trailers, and you grow your food. And put a shadow over it. Put like a little thing over it. Then when you come outside, you take your hose and you rinse off that shadow to make sure nothing got in. You don't want to have it with just see-through stuff because water can get in it. Rain. People say, well, rain is good. But that is true. But from what I'm hearing a lot of conspiracies about the weather and all kinds of strange things happening. So I don't really know for sure if I want to do that, but it needs sunlight. So I will grow indoors. I have no problem with that. But it's nothing like the fresh sunlight, because you want to get that vitamin D on it. And then all you can do is pray to the Lord that He gives His real sunshine. He gives His vitamin D to your plant. That's all you can do. And God will remove every disastrous, demonic impurity in the air and blow on it and let it grow just for you. But in the meantime, like I said, you can use a shadow covering. And if, like I said, you're going to be using a lot of electricity, so you want to get something with an automatic lighting, off-grid automatic. I'm going to order me some. They're like little bulbs, and they come on. We put them in the light, and they generate, but they last for a real long time. So that's all you have to do, and those can keep your food growing. And so I'm going to order those. So I'm going to order also more seeds. It's important. Like I said, red chard, red kale, green kale. I think I got green kale. I don't like green kale. I just don't like it. But I got green kale powder. You know. Oh, I drank that second cup of coffee. I shouldn't have had that. If I had one cup, I'm good. But I made it so good. It tasted so good. I hadn't had, because I've been using coconut and oat milk, and I don't really like it. It's okay, but the coconut got some MCT oil in it. It be caking up like it be looking weird. So the old-fashioned non-dairy, you just got to watch out for toxins. A lot of times it's just the toxins that's in stuff. So that's why you want to just take your apple cider. I take like a organic apple cider with some kind of Japanese stuff in it. I'll take that, and I'll also take the liquid one, you know, and it kill out that fat. And I take like enzymes to clean out your organs and stuff like that, because a lot of that stuff be clogged up with plaque. And if you have plaque in your gums, it transfers into your body. So that's why you want to get your gum clean. I was supposed to get mine done. I was supposed to transfer my insurance. I'm going to redo it on time the next time. Or I may just pay cash for it and get all that taken care of. But once you get that out of there, it stops. You know, it won't flow. Because let's say you be sick, it be coming from your gums, going into your stomach. You're just building up stuff. And even if you clean it out of your body, you got to still clean it out of your head. It would have been nice if I had my hair long, hanging down the back like that. Huh? You see that little dark thing back there? But I just got it up. It's up in the air. How do. Thank you all for watching The Evening with Heidi. If you enjoy the show, you like the show, then like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell an associate, tell a loved one. Okay? And all skin folks ain't kin folks, so tell the skin and the kin about the show. And let them know they can call 313-971-7779 if they're interested in any choker crowns, crochet designs with beads, blings, and everything, crystals and fake diamonds, you name it. It's all original, baby. They don't have it in the beauty supply. If you donate $25 or more, you will get a free choker crown mailed to your address. That's right, by yours truly. That's right, an evening with WIT Heidi on a YouTube hood near you. That's right. Stay tuned, baby, for more news, okay? Independent journalism, baby. Black journalism, multi-variety journalism, baby. That's right. Where I bring world news events. That's right, and more, with arts and crafts and self-made originality, baby. Original designs by yours truly. And so I hope you all enjoyed the Black History Day, and that's my mother's birthday. Happy birthday to my mother. I miss my mom. Happy birthday. I'm about ready to cry. I'm ready to cry, y'all. I miss my mama. I had a wonderful mother, you know. I had a wonderful mother. She made it happen, baby. She knew people my mother used to work at the movie theater. And I remember when I didn't have money to get in the theater. And I'll be like, I'm trying to keep from crying, y'all. And I'll be like, I come in there, but I might have a friend, and they don't have no money. It'd just be like one of my friends, and they might not have the money either. But a lot of times, like she worked at this one theater, I was by myself, and I was going to see. Oh, it's kind of coming up a little bit. Gotta watch this, cause it'll smear up. You know, you're like, you looking crazy, girl. I remember what my mom said, you know, that was a long girl, all these braids, you look like a gypsy. My mother used to call me a gypsy. She let me wear a dress one day, and I got the Holy Ghost. That dress was Holy Ghost anointed, baby. You can't go in there with all this little black eyeliner on and all that kind of stuff. My mother would wear her black. They didn't like it, but she got that Indian in her blood, so she kind of couldn't help it. It wasn't loud or nothing like that, you know. But I can't find my top to my eyeliner. I have no clue where it went, baby. But I don't know if my thumbnail dried or not. And this is like a little, I don't want to show the title, but it's like a little honey. It looks like the little bear honey jar. As you can see the top. And what is it called? Anyway, it's a honey. It's a honey. It's made of real honey. And it's a lip gloss and it's thick. And I like to, when I want to be plain Jane, it's a really gold color. I got about 3 or 4 of them. And yeah, but I would get into the theaters for free, baby. I'd be like, oh, Ma, like, Ma, you know I ain't got no money, Ma. You know I ain't got no money, Ma. Come on, let me in the theater, Ma. Come on. And she would let me through. And when I did have money, she was working at this one theater. I was like, Ma, you working at this theater? I don't even want to say what kind of theater it was. But Mom, she worked, it had the little booths out in the middle of the floor, out open. You didn't go in. It was just sitting out in the middle like the old way. Because I used to go see a lot of Bruce Lee flicks. And my next show, I will be talking about my boy in part 2 on Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is a good dude. Yeah, so, and my mom would send me to her theater owners. They were the owners of the theaters. If I didn't have any money, she'd be like, oh, go get some money, give my daughter some money. And the owner would be real nice and give me some money, just full of love, you know. And I would slide money through the little booth. Oh, Chachi Chuck. She called me Tati, T-O-T-S-Y. That's where I get Tati from. But in Spanish, it's called Chachi. She loved to speak Spanish. She had a Spanish friend. So she always wanted to believe we had Spanish in us. We were having Spanish. I thought we did, but we didn't. I thought we had Spanish from Madrid. I think we were like next to Madrid, so we probably had some friends over there. And that's probably why, you know, we attract to Spanish people. But I did check my bloodline, and Madrid is not in there. It is more of Indonesian and Pakistan. I have 7.7 Kenyan, so my father had Kenyan in him, which is part of Africa, and Black Jew, and some Irish, and I don't think there was any German. I'm not sure. I don't know why my mother gave me a German name, but and also other stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Can't be doing nothing strange for no change. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on that top, you know, top bottom in life, because you don't, you know, you could be up there, you could be down here. But you got to have balance. Because you have all like these churches in these suburbs and stuff like that. And it's all wealthy people going there. So I'm not saying some people don't go out and help the poor, feed the hungry. Then you have all the churches on the corner out here. You know, and you have some that have food, you know, but they be selling dinners. Oh, barbecue dinner, $8.99, $9.99. You know, and this Baptist preacher, he was cool though. If you didn't have no money and you was like hungry, he'd give it to you. He had a lot of money. I think he gave me a dinner. I came there for a dinner. I don't know if I paid for it. And that was like outside. He had it like they were serving it outside. They were indoors, but they was giving it to you from outside. So I don't think you came in and bought it. I think you come in. I can't remember. Because like you said, you know, I don't play that selling food in the church. The church is for you to give food. I had some apostolic church. They cook homemade brownies, and when I don't eat meat anymore, I guess you guys can see the glow in my skin. I don't eat meat. It's made me look a lot younger. I got a lot of the wrinkles out. But I am going to mash down on me a tuna sandwich. I don't like tuna fish. And then with what's going on, I'm hearing about the water. I don't even know if tuna fish is even going to be safe, allegedly. I don't know. So it's important that I know where it's coming from, because I don't need no water contamination. Because in a minute, I'm going to be chewing my fingers. So you have a lot of these things happen. I fell when I was 16 off a two-story building, so I got like a gap in my back, so it presses up against my organs or whatever, and it causes a little fat. So I get the fat out once I lose the weight, and then I continue to get my physical therapy on my back. Everything lightens up, and get normal. Because for like 3 or 4 years I've been throwing up, feeling sick, because it was like excess fat, junk, the eating bad eating habits, and then you're putting all that weight on your back, and then that gap, it was like a slight fracture. They never even treated me for it. They never even tried to look to see that I have a fracture. They just checked my arm and said I had a fracture in my arm and my wrist. But they should have checked it back, because they would have gave me a brace, or a cast on my back. It would have mended it, and then I would have never had to worry about it pressing up against my back and my organs and pushing, the fat that's there out in the open. So I may need back surgery, but I don't think I'm going to get it. I think I'm just going to keep the weight off and continue to get my physical therapy. And so that's why you guys see me slender now. I got to lose about maybe at least 45 more pounds. So I'm going to probably get back to like a 12, 14, size 12. I don't think I'll get back down to no 10. If I get down to 10, I'll be like, welcome to Eating with Heidi. The multiple varieties. I mean, for shizzle, my nizzle ain't got no food, okay? Be baking them little seed plants, but that's all I'll be eating is the plants. But you would lose a lot of weight if you just lived off the plants. And I make my juice. I love organic blueberries with oat milk, and I juice it. It only has like 5 milligrams of sugar in the oat milk, and then you have your natural sugar. And I love red grapes, deep dark red grapes, and I love black grapes, pitch black. They're kind of long, very healthy for you. I like green grapes too. But the red and the black does more for you. So yeah, you guys, I'm celebrating Black History Month on the day of my mother's birthday. February 2nd, 1932 was when she was born. Happy birthday to Sister Evangelist Renee. My mother be, let me see, she be 80 something, maybe 89, 88, something like that, 87. Yeah, man. Weather bad everywhere. So I don't even know if I'm going to go home, because I'm hearing about these floods, and they do have floods, and then the mountains were breaking up and falling on the street, and people have to drive, so you don't even know. This was in some parts of California, some kind of Ella Vista type of language. I don't know. Not Santa Monica. We have Santa Monica in Los Angeles, so I don't know how. I heard Los Angeles had some problems too. I believe I heard something about Santa Monica. I do know about Santa Monica. I used to go over there. All in those areas of Los Angeles, La Brea, Fairfax, Beverly Hills Center. I was trying to get a little job there at one of the cookie shop, just so I could eat up all the cookies. I always get a job at some food place, and I want to eat up all the food. First thing I ask is free lunch, free sandwiches. I ain't got to put on my IOU, do I? It was one job I worked at. It was a black Muslim. It was a Nation of Islam, black Muslim. And they said put it on your IOU. I was always going to the refrigerator, taking out, they had natural sodas, I used to love the cola. And I eat up all the cookies. And the owner had a camera so he could see what you're doing. So I had to put it on my IOU. But when his wife, because he had several wives, so I think it was the second wife, she, and I don't condone that at all. The Bible says every man to his own wife. That means one wife, one husband. But she would deduct, like if they bought me shoes or gave me something, but she didn't deduct those cookies. I'd be like, can I get some cookies? She'd be like, yeah, go ahead. She never charged me for the cookies. They wasn't funny like that with food. But when it came to clothes and stuff, man, I didn't even know. Then my supervisor gave me an advance. He gave me like a $20 advance, because he took me to my dad's house in a middle class neighborhood, and he seen where I lived at. He was like, wow. Because he thought I was just one of them girls that was just out there, that was just out there and needed help. And I was, wow. But I always had somewhere to lay my head. It was my mama's house or my daddy's house, one or the other. My mom was in Oakland, but she was always in a nice spot, nice area. It wasn't rich upper, but it wasn't low bottom. It was like away from all the drama, separated. Be like not too far from hippie town. You just go a little bit further down, you be in hippie town. you know. Mm-mm. I love Ethiopian food. I love Ethiopian food, so I'm definitely probably gonna have some Ethiopian food for Black History Month. And so I'm taking care of mine, get my teeth taken care, take care of your health, because if you can't get past them point lines or the doctors, I had an appointment with one doctor, and said she get called in to cancel my appointment. This is just for my regular female checkup, and they said she had canceled. It was like a midwife, because I like the midwife. I like regular doctors. I like both, and I like midwives because they more thorough. And because I had my second son, by a midwife from Ethiopia. Yes, it was an Ethiopian doctor. He was born from Ethiopia. She was a midwife. My son didn't have any. He wouldn't scream. He was almost like stillborn. He was gray, and all the fluid was in him because I had ruptured my bag. Because I had labor, but my bag didn't break. And with my first son, my bag broke, but I didn't have labor. So both of them were opposite. And they had to induce my labor with my first son. It was like worse than you can imagine. The feeling. The sting of death couldn't possibly be that bad. And when you're in the Lord, He makes it all right. But my second son, I ruptured myself. I tried to force him out, and the fluid got in his lungs. So the Ethiopian woman knew to put the tube down there and suck it out, and that's when he started crying. But that had not been a midwife, and it had been a regular doctor. They would just count it off as stillborn, or he ain't breathing, he ain't got no pulse. Or they would have tried to give him CPR, and that wouldn't have helped. And I'm not saying they wouldn't be smart enough to stick the tube down there. You have some smart doctors, but midwife, like I said, this lady from Ethiopia, she's smart. She put a tube and she sucked it out, and my baby was okay. So he had like little skip beats of heart throughout his childhood because of that. Because of me, my fault for rupturing, taking too long. And I was like, shoot. And I wasn't supposed to do that until they say push. And they came in, and it was time. As soon as I said, and that happened, God was with me. They came right in. Because I probably was like at 9.5 or 10 centimeters or whatever. And then when they came, they looked. And I think they said she ruptured herself or something. And then that's when they took him out. And he wouldn't cry. He was just sitting there. They whooped him. They did everything. He would not cry. But yeah, y'all. It's important that you get them seeds. Okay? It's important that you get them seeds. Get them food seeds. Get that red chart. This is called rainbow mixture. So I have what you call rainbow mixture. This is called rainbow mixture, as you can see. And this is from 1792. 1792. That's right. Get your order on, baby. Yes, I thought I'd do a little something quick. This is my little hoodie here. I wore this in my pictures, so y'all gonna get a chance to see some pictures. This is just a little hoodie. I ain't going nowhere. Heck, Yeah, it's just a little hoodie. It ain't gonna do right anyway, because I don't want to mess nothing up here. I already got this thing here starting to come loose in the back. Because I had it. I was supposed to have it. Trying to stick it in my hair, but it ain't working right, honey. That's why I like to have the hair, because I can stick it in the way I want to stick it in. Look like it's about ready to come off. Look like it's about ready to come off. I don't know what I did, baby. Yeah. What it do? No, I'm just playing. Yeah, man, that's crazy, though. So, you want to be careful in decisions that you make dealing with this worldly stuff. Because everybody want to get rich quick and not know what the price is going to be. You know? I'm glad, what they say, the guy, the rapper guy, he made it possible for people to have YouTube. I think it was a black dude, a rapper dude. He made it possible. I don't want to say his name because I don't know. I remember hearing about it. So this is all allegedly. It could be anybody, but I heard it was a black guy, a rapper guy that made it possible. And you could be your own thing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be nothing for nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did wanted to do 60 Minutes. I did wanted to do other news broadcasting, mostly journalism or documentaries. I don't really care for regular news. I don't like giving reports like that. I like to do reports from the hood. So I have to have my own special show. Like there was this one guy. He did regular news, but he would take a break and do like a short I don't know what it's called, biography or a documentary moment. It was like a special reflection moment where we would talk about certain things. So with 60 Minutes, you kind of just go with the script or whatever. It depends on what it is. You know, I did take up mass media, radio, and television network here in Detroit. Uh, um, at Go Lightly Technical Vocational Center. Shout out to them and my teacher, Mr. Oh gosh, what was his name? I love that teacher. He was a favorite teacher. He got awards for motivational. But he had a guy that worked with him, and I was in the editing class. I didn't like it, but I ended up getting in a good grade because it was like the Holy Ghost just came in and gave me the answer. Cause I was trying to get the answer off the girl. I was like, girl, you got the answer? And then she thought I had it. She's like, you got the answer? And then they asked us a question about the TV, and I raised my hand, didn't know what I was going to say, just to say something, you know. And my answer was right. I said, it's the dot in the middle of the TV. And then the audio engineering, I hated that. The taping, I hated that. I slowed the class down. But nobody could beat me in the communications or the commercial advertisements. And then he wanted me to play a person in the street that was strung out. I didn't want to do it because of my religion. He said, well, you're not doing it, you're just acting. I said, yeah, but spirits transfer. And I was like real deep religious. So I ended up doing it and stuff, and the whole school found out about it. And everybody was talking about how professional it was. I said, I give all credit to my teacher, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even know that I could do it. And he was like, you're a natural, you got it. But you got to pass the whole course, the audio engineering. If you don't pass that, then you can get a certificate of completion that you completed that year, but not necessarily for the actual class. So, but he ended up working at a radio station. He told me if I ever needed him, let him know. Because sometimes you get word of mouth, people talk, and you get in that way. But if you're trying to like go to certain avenues, they are going to want to look for, you're going to have that degree. If you don't have that degree, that's why I like the street way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, So yeah, if y'all like this show, donate to the show. That's right. $ Queen Heidi at $Queen Heidi 7up1. That's right. It's the Cash App. $ capital QUEEN capital HEIDI 7up1 is the Cash App. If you're interested in any head crowns, choker crowns, if you donate $25 or more for the choker crown, you will get to the talk show. Let me rephrase that. If you donate, I've been drinking Bob Marley herbal tea, and it gets you a little relaxed. $25 love donation to my talk show, An Evening with Heidi, on a YouTube hood near you. If you donate to that talk show at $ capital QUEEN capital HEIDI 7up1 is the Cash App, and you donate $25 or more, you will get a free choker crown mailed to you with free shipping and handling. You will also get a head crown for male and female if you donate $35 or more. It's up to you. If you want to do more, you don't have to. Okay, but if you want priority, it will be an $8 fee. If you want first class, I will be charging $5 for my, I don't know if they've gone up, so much has gone up, but I'll be doing $5. If you only donate $10 to $15, you will get only a plain crown. If you are female, you will get a plain choker of your color. If I don't have the color, you can donate to the Cash App for the fee of the color. And they range from $5 on up, depending on if you want something glittery and fancy. I have to drive there and get it. So if it's $5, I have to drive there and come back. So I will probably only charge $10 $5 for the color and $5 to get around. Some people are charging $25 because of gas, but I don't do that because my husband gets my gas at a special place and he fills it up. So I'm not going to do that. But, and if you want more colors, you would only have to pay for those colors. If I already have the colors, then you don't need to do anything. But once I see the Cash App Love Donation to the Talk Show and Evening with WIT Heidi on YouTube, I will, and you leave your name and you make sure that you put on the Cash App love donation. You can put, or you can just put donation to the talk show, and then put free choker on the side, / free choker or a free head crown, and you can put male, M for male, and F for female, and that way I'll know. And you can also text your address at 313-971-7779, and it will be mailed out to you immediately, and hope that you enjoy your choker crown and male and female head crowns. I do wrist crowns for people that does sports. I do anklets with stones. I will be coming out with some anklets soon for the spring. It will have a crochet design, but it will also have a band under it so it won't be hot and itchy, and it will be stretchable with an attachment because everyone has different size ankles. So if you let me know in advance, you say, hey, I wear small, I would like that, you will get it for free for a love donation of whatever the value of it. If it's bling bling, it's probably going to be $20 or more. If it is plain, it will be $10, and I would have to charge for shipping and handling. And of course, I have a lot of colors, so. But if it's unusual color, you want something different. Like I had a banana and chocolate, so I think I still have. I might do a banana and a chocolate for Resurrection Day. So a person that might want to wear banana and chocolate with the cream. I had a cream in it. It was really beautiful. And I gave it, it was worth a lot, but I had to let it go, for really cheap because I didn't want to hold on to it too long. So now the ones that I showed you earlier, the older ones, because I've had them, so they're still brand new. If you donate $25, and if you want to donate more, it's up to you. If you donate $25, you would get those crowns. And for the plain ones, or $10 love donations to the show, with a $10 love donation to the show, you would get that, but you will be charged for shipping and handling. But anything new lately, like my new crowns, they're very bling. And I put a lot of work into it, and it's a lot of labor, and it's very costly, but for the things that I put on it, and they're worth it, with the stones. You will also see the 2 Black History ones I have coming up, and I should have them before, hopefully before the 15th, because I want to get it in early. So it'll try to get it in hopefully at the end of next week. So I'm going to be moving really fast. Well, these nails got to come off, honey. I can't have this now. And I will ship it to you right away. Thank you for watching An Evening with Heidi, the multi-variety show. Glad you guys was able to join me tonight. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to get these nails off. Because I don't want to cut them because they're like real nice, But then I got to eat. I haven't ate. I'm not supposed to be eating late. It is dark already. It is most definitely an evening with WIT Heidi. Yeah, it's dark, y'all. It's like, shoot. I'm supposed to stop eating like around 6:30 so I can drink my red hot pepper. So I'm probably going to just like sip on some. So I can't drink it all. It's too hot. The instructions by my my Nigerian spiritual sister is to drink it that whole night before 24 hours. I've had it for a couple of days. So I put 2 in there instead of 1. They said just put 1. But the reason I put 2 was because they were so skinny. But I should have just stuck with the skinny one. I added more water. It's not going to help. It's still going to be hot. But it also burns fat. And then exercise too. So I'm going to try to get me some more sit-ups in tonight. So I'm going to get rid of that chin. Yes, I plan on being real slim this summer. And the goal is to keep it off. Because you can get really small and all that and look like this. But then if you put it back on, it defeats the purpose. So I have to keep the weight off of my back. Because they saw the crack in my back. Well, I knew I had a gap in my back, but I didn't know it was from a fracture. That tells me that the doctors in my hometown did not do a thorough check like my son said. They were supposed to mainly put a brace around your neck and then strap you in with a brace and then do an x-ray on your back. And they could have gave me a cast. And then I would never had to worry about it pinching on my back or pinching like a pinch nerve because it's pressing in. And the only way to stop that is through back surgery. They were like, no, we don't think we want to do no back surgery. You know, especially older too, you know. But if I can, probably might have to get a cast. And it's an old wound, but if they get the cast, it'll help straighten it out. So I'm going to talk to, if they can't do anything about it because of the fracture in my back, I would talk to my son's doctor because he know a lot of good doctors. And they might put a whole cast on it. And I might stay in that cast, I might stay in that cast for like 3 months. And then they take it off and be like, okay, it's mended. But you got to make sure it's mended because it's an old wound. And then you don't want it to crack back open. But you've been mended it some. But it'll help some. They might say, well, the rest we got to stitch it up. We got to have surgery. So if the cast only do it so much and it don't do it all the way. And back surgeries is, that's a, man, it's a big if. So it's important to take care of your health. And like I said, the plants, you know, you want to grow it, you want to make sure you got a tall fence, you know, of legal standard. Yeah, y'all. So I try to give so much information, but it's a shame because I'm hearing about free speech being taken allegedly is what I'm hearing. What's the point? You can't say what you really want to say. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting kind of hot. My husband ain't turning the heat on because the heat get bloody hot. Our heat was broke for a minute when we got it put back on. So yeah, y'all, I gotta get these nails off, honey. So I'm glad I was able to do a little fashion show for y'all. I'm banging my one ring here. Yeah, one ring. This hand got arthritis hand. That's why it's kind of crooked. I got a lady help me out in the therapy. She helped straighten it out. My fingers always been kind of crooked anyway. They always had that front. Just like this one is not, ain't had nothing wrong with it, but it's really like crooked. I'm gonna wear my ring, my real wedding ring next time, y'all. You know, when the night go by, eyeliner start. I want to get the eyeliners that stay on, and you ain't got to keep putting it on. That costs a lot of money though, just to do that, you know. And then you be like, dang. Then you look up close, you see all that stuff in your face. You be like, what the mess is that? Yep. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Tell your friends, associates, whoever. And I'm going to call one of my godfather's former workers. I need to talk to him about my godfather. So I'll be a little concerned about my godfather. I pray for my godfather. My godfather is a celebrity, and I pray for him because he's just surrounded around nothing but witches and devils, and I pray for him. And I know he can feel my prayers, but he's just kind of like stuck in a situation that he probably can't get out of, you know. And but see, when we begin to worship music and worship art and worship these things, and when we try to put God connected to it, this is where we get confused. This is a conflicting situation. This is how the enemy can come in and torment and sift one that's weak, because he comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He doesn't want you to get in. And he don't want you around people that can get you in. Because a lot of times these people hear you trying to enlighten somebody and tell them about, oh, the Lord, they be looking at you like, you need to keep it moving. Just like the dope boys in the hood, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to help this brother get off from some strong stuff, man. And they all admired me, you know. And I was telling them about my son's father, and they got a little nervous or whatever. But I was like, he cool people, you know. He's not like, you know. But you know, I don't condone activities. But you know, I was trying to help the brother. He had a drinking problem. He had problems, strung out, and smoking cigarettes, and, you know, but only God can heal. He only can just, use a person as a vessel. And I tried to be as clean as possible, It was difficult, but, I pray that the Lord not leave me into captivity, and that I would not die there in captivity. And he got me out to where I would not die in captivity, but I shall live and not die. I shall live and not, because I shall not die, but I shall live and declare the works of the Lord. So this is it. You don't want him to say, "Depart from me, you work of iniquity," because you did this. Say I got millions and billions of dollars. I fed the poor. It don't matter. If you didn't deny yourself of sins and kept yourself pure, and denied your body and denied your mind and your spirit and your flesh away from evil and sin, that's the only thing God is going to look at, is the purity. That's what he's going to look for. So we have to have mercy, just like he has mercy, and forgive those that despitefully use us, and those that come to steal, kill, and destroy. It doesn't matter if they're strangers, bloodline, it doesn't matter. Because God said, "I come to bring the solitaire in family." And if they don't let that be, then all you could do is distance yourself and pray and try to be the best example that you can be. And let not your good be evil spoken of, and stray even from the appearance of evil. So if your parents see this evil and family see this evil, then when you change and they see the change, they see the power of God, that, it wasn't me or anyone, it was the power. And just like he changed me and delivered me, he can do the same for you. You might say, "Well, I don't smoke, I don't do this, I don't do that, I'm a square," whatever. The Bible says, "He that's without sin, let him cast the first stone." So we must acknowledge that we are a sinner. So even if you don't do those things, you were born with this bloodline of Adam and Eve, for whatever violation they did. So you have to refuse to be bitten by the vampire of the enemy and his serpents. So when you're around them and people start changing, why is so acting like that? Because they have compromised to be friendly. What they call it, go along, get along, go along to get along. But you don't want to rebuke and say, "Thus saith the Lord," because you feel like they might not want to work with you. Laughing and giggling, hee hee ha 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 ha, and you doing gospel music, and they all in the studio with you, and you not telling them about the Lord. All you can talk about is singing and rapping and whatever. And we feel wonderful when we're around major people, big time folks. But the Bible's going to say, who hindered you? Who bewitched you? Because one soul in heaven makes the Lord happy. "Oh, I'm praying for you. Oh, the Lord with you." But they ain't with the Lord. We just got to pray for them, be the example. No, the Bible says reproof, rebuke, and some other words. "Thus saith the Lord." It's either heaven or hell. That's why I like Pastor Jenny's. He's strict. I probably have to wear something like this going in there, because they cover their hair up. Can't have no jewelry on, can't have no makeup. None of that. Plain Jane. All day long, baby. Ain't none of that. He probably don't even believe in Black history. I celebrate Black history because it's true. So somebody might say, "Well, you can acknowledge that every day." It's because you can think about it every day. But they just set aside that moment because it was slavery starting all the way back from Jerusalem days when people were enslaved, and then Moses was sent to set the people free. But in those days, about people close to the Lord. And there were also people in slavery that got close to the Lord. And you have people that was religious in different denominations. I do believe Harriet Tubman the Lord spoke to her as we are speaking about Black History Month. I do, and like I said, I studied about Madam C.J. Walker on how she got hair products, and then left everything to her daughter. So, if she didn't have nobody to leave it to, might as well leave the earth with nothing on it. Why? For somebody else to spend it, and then someone selling her posters. I don't know who they are. Because I don't think she ever married. Well, the mom, I think the mom might have married and then she got a divorce. I don't know if she remarried or something. I'm not quite, this is all allegedly, I'm not sure. But I believe I studied something of that nature. So even if I studied it, I still say allegedly because people would have to know if that's true or not on their own. Have to go do the research. So this is my little art jacket. This is one of my favorite jackets that I am banging. Yeah, y'all. So I didn't even go to the shop in the wintertime. I don't really go to the shops in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do that. I don't go to the shops too much. Because it'd be too cold. And I like to stay in. I don't go out unless it's important. I think dental work or doctor's office or things important, that I have to do, maybe I have to do an errand or something, important errand, and me and my son have to do an important errand together or something like that. But I don't be going, I want to go get my feet done, but I'm not going to do it. I'm wait till the weather break. Like this will probably be the last time y'all see me with nails. Well, no, actually for Resurrection Day, I'm going to get them done. So I will, my birthday coming up too. Yep, March 12th. So yeah, my nails will be professionally done. They will be short. They will be short. But they will be fancy and decorative, but it won't be no loud stuff. But it'll be some stones and I have a dress. I actually have some nail decoration that matches a dress that I was gonna wear for my wedding anniversary. So I'm thinking about wearing that for Mother's Day and have it altered and short because it's long and drags. So I kind of want to have it just come to my knees and then get the jewelry that matches it. I lost weight. So first I thought I was going to get it enlarged because I gained so much weight. But as you'll see, I'm looking long. But now that I lost the weight, then I'm going to have to go ahead on and just have her just cut it short. And then the material that she has left, I'm going to ask her if she can make that into a head wrap. So I will wear that as a head crown wrap. And then I'm going to have my hair long all out. Like I'm going to have it probably like short here. Have it like come like a bend, like a straight bone straight with the bend, all in the back. And then had it's a fuchsia. So it's got fuchsia with stones, fuchsia stones and some other colors. And then my shoes would be like, they'll be like a block, like a square block, because I have a lot of shoes. I do have a fuchsia. No, I got a red. My husband got it with some flats. Got to be careful because of my ankles. I can't wear too many flats due to that fall. You pay for things later in life for like dumb, stupid decisions that you made. Like I said, I jumped off a 2-story building. So it was a conflict of interest situation. And I was running, so I had to escape, and I didn't realize how far. I knew it was far, but I just prayed God let me fall on my hips, and God spared me through the mercy and prayers of my mother. So yeah, you pay for it later, and I ended up getting like arthritis in the right knee because of it, and I had like ganglion cysts in my left wrist, and they had to like drain that like 3-4 times before they got the root of it out. So sometimes you got to go back again. That's my prayer time, y'all. I got a little bell. Dun, dun. Y'all hear that? It's telling me it's time for me to read my prayer. I read my little prayer, then I read the scripture. So I try to do that like every day because it's important that we get close to the Lord. We are living in the last of the last days. We are the end times. That's right. My Nigerian friends say, you're going to be an end time evangelist. Great God's grace of God, by God's grace. You're an end time evangelism. You're going to be an end time evangelism called by God's grace. And it is His mercy and His grace that we need like never before. So y'all, I'm going to go ahead on and eat and enjoy myself and figure out how I'm going to get these nails off. Oh my goodness. This is, and then the glue I had used the glue before. It was a different kind of glue. But the glue that comes with the pack, it don't work at all. It don't even stick. But the one that I got that they have at the beauty supply, it sticks. But sometimes if the hole ain't big or something like that, it won't come out. So you just be squeezing it and nothing will never come out. Then you hit it too hard, you got to make sure you're far away or you got your eyes protected with some glasses or something because you don't want that stuff shooting back. So I put a little mascara on, y'all. I put a little mascara. I put a little mascara as y'all can see. And I put a little mascara. Oh, this coming off tonight. It's like it's kind of fading down a little bit. And this one's still kind of dark. A little Black History thing going on. So you guys, I'm gonna let y'all go and light the candle. And remember, get them seeds. I got the mixed chart. Yeah, this is 1792. Yeah, so slavery was not over. These seeds, these are Swiss chard seeds, and they're like red, orange, and yellow. As you can see, the different colors: red, orange, and yellow. Yeah, movie. I've been talking to y'all about seeds. I ain't never got no seed. Just chat, all talk. But honey, I got to the business. I seen them, and I'm supposed to order hundreds and hundreds more. I have enough for me, and my husband, he got his. So I'm going to get some for my son, and my oldest son, he going to be coming home. So I'll make sure he has plenty of them. He ordered plenty. It's important that you have them seeds. Because if all else fail, you got some dark leafy vitamin K2. I believe it says vitamin K2, which helps blood circulation and it can help you survive. Until God take you in the rapture, you go some other kind of way. But you're going to need it. So hopefully, no one is left. I don't want to be left in the Great Tribulation, because you definitely going to need them then. Because you won't be able to buy or sell without taking the mark of the beast, which is a chip not a chip, but a mark in your forehead or the right hand, according to the Holy Bible. So I hope you guys enjoyed my Black History talk about how the slaves did not want to leave. And they were pretty much comfortable with their slave masters, because some of them were treated, quote unquote, supposedly good. I don't know what to call that, good. When you're not paying somebody, they were just working for free labor because it's making you wealthy. So I don't care what color you is. You can be green or whatever, orange, So, and then I heard that there were foreigners that enslaved blacks. And these foreigners are right here in America. I'm not saying it's them. I'm not even saying it's their ancestors, but it's people of their nationality. They may not be that way, because you have a lot of nice ones out here. A lot of the Chaldeans are wonderful. A lot of them are followers of the Lord. I think some of them are Catholic or something. But, yeah. So, and then you have like Nigerians. Now the Nigerians feel like you should fight for your life. If it don't matter what they like, when they had them on the ship and stuff, and some people didn't make it and some people did, the Nigerians feel like you should have fought and not let them take you. Or even if somehow they got you there, it's don't wait till you can escape. It's a movie called Get Rich, or do what you got to do trying. So they felt like you needed to take that chance and be willing to do whatever it is to be free. So that's why when we watched that movie Sugar Hill, and the Nigerian guy said, they were saying, we can't do no business with you with Wesley Snipes. Was saying, oh, Wesley Snipes, that is my dude. Him and Bruce Lee and Wesley Snipes, those are my dudes, those are my guy. And it was Wesley Snipes with the guy that played in Living Color. And he said, I don't understand the language that he's saying. And the guy said, cotton picker. And that's when Wesley Snipes wailed in on him. Booyah! Booyah! Just wailed in on him. It was all over the place in the club. This was in the movie Sugar Hill. I took my son to see it at 6 years old to teach him against hard demonic medicine. That's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. They called, the reason he said cotton picker It's because they wouldn't. That you would have had to do what you had to do with them, because they not having it. They felt like you should have went. You should have went down trying. You should have went down trying. You'd have been like, yeah, mud in, blood out, blood in, blood out, nigga. What the dealio? Mud in, blood out. I'm talking crazy. You know, you got me mud in, but I'm supposed to go blood out, nigga. Wiggy, shiggy, for shizzle my nizzy. Yeah, watch what you say on here. Yeah, man, I'm serious. Wesley Snipes went in and said, booyah. Wesley Snipes went off. So, somebody said he was making a movie. I was living in this one area. It was like a really bad ghetto where my godson stayed before my godson became famous. He's pretty much laid back now. He had became famous for some years, and we all lived in that building. And it was a movie. I think they was making the movie down the street. It was making 8 Mile, and my son came back and said making 8 Mile. But then it was next door to my apartment building. They said Wesley Snipes was in the tent making a movie. I said, "Oh, what y'all?" I said, "Man, y'all ain't no Wesley Snipes next door." They said he was or whatever. So I was trying to peek behind the tents to see if I can find him, but they probably had tight security, so they wouldn't let you in there, But Bruce Lee wasn't like that. He'd be like, "No, let him in. Come on in. What do you want to talk about?" So, it was like Tia husband, her ex-husband said he don't believe in fans. He was like, "We all regular people. We all people. You something, I'm something. I don't believe in that." And I'm with him on that. I don't believe in that either. I don't like using that term. My godfather's called me a star fan. I said, I ain't no star fan either, Nizzle, for shizzle. I'm just regular person. I admire you. I might admire your talent, but I ain't nobody's fan or groupie. I mean, to each his own, different switches for different stitches. No, but yeah. So, telling y'all. So they felt like you should have fought for your life. You should have did what you needed to do. So that's why they don't be respecting a lot of us. Because they be like, why you just let that happen? We wouldn't dare let nobody, come near our wives, you know what I'm saying? And there probably was some brothers that, went down trying to save their wives and family. And a lot of us say, yeah, that couldn't have been me. I wouldn't, yeah, you would have had to do whatever. But when you're in that situation, then you got to go through them rivers, the Mississippi rivers. They got like alligators and deadly things in there. I heard one person tried to escape and they got bit on a little rock by a snake. So it was like he was taking a chance. Her told me the Lord was really with her. She walked through the water. She did everything where she walked next to the snakes and the snakes didn't touch her because the anointing of the power of the Holy Ghost was around her. And she went several times back to free the people. And not once she got bit, not one time, and not one of her people, relatives, and all. She got her whole family out of there except for her sister. Her sister ended up staying because of her kid. I think she got her sister's kid, but the sister ended up eventually passing away for something like that, whatever happened with her. But like I said, a lot of people were free, and a lot of slave masters didn't tell them that they were free, and they were still working them. And, a lot of them, I'm sure if they didn't, they should have gotten in trouble for that. And I heard that there were some possible suits or whatever, but if it wasn't, it should have been. But that man got away, and so I'm not sure if he sued, but he should have sued because they disregarded the truth. They said, oh no, we're just going to enslave him because he's black or whatever, And they used him for 12 years. This is some movie called 12 Years Slave or something. And the other one, the girl named Alice. She was free and they didn't tell her she was free. They just used her. She said, I was been free. She said, freedom. She said, slavery been over and you've been using me. And she came back, but they did it in a modern way. They didn't do that. But then some people probably did if they got a hold of, to be able to defend themselves, against someone that's illegally attacking them when the law has been changed. But you have people like that. They still want to comply with the old laws because their mind is gone. They gone in the brain. They went insane. But I ain't the same. Yeah, no longer the same. That was the ones that went to Canada. They like, no, this game is over, baby. Game over, baby. Canada and Detroit. They even got a couple of churches out here. Speaking of Black history, there's one on Woodward where the slaves hid, And there's one downtown in Greektown where there was a church where the slaves were at. So, and I even seen the bottom door where they went in. And my husband, when we were dating, he took me, and that door was like, is like tight, like lead, like iron. And they went down there, and he drove there on the side of the on the ground, and I saw the door was down at the bottom where they snuck in, and it's a big church. And it was crazy because I used to always sit on that church and catch the bus when I was, working in this military hospital. And I would always catch the bus and sit right there. A lot of people would sleep there. You said you had to make sure there wasn't anybody using it there. You could smell it sometime. But I didn't know that it was a church where the slaves hid. And then the one downtown, I used to go down there and eat because I used to take my son down there to eat. And we used to eat the Ethiopian food. And I never, all the years I've been here in Detroit, did not know that the slaves had been there to that Baptist church. It's a Baptist, either Baptist or Methodist, Methodist, something like that. I think the other one could have been Methodist. A lot of them was like a lot of Baptists and Methodists. And I heard Catholics protect you too against illegal stuff that's inhumane or against humanity, or they feel like God forgive you, but you're not supposed to keep someone illegally. But some things are, as the Bible says, everything that's lawful is not speedily, something like that. So you have some laws that God ain't with. He ain't with it. So you get people that's with the business with the Lord, like, no, we're gonna do what the Lord say. But because a lot of the laws that they want you to comply with were immoral, such as enslaving humans as if they were a piece of bread in the store. So yeah, it's a Baptist church or Baptist Methodist in Greektown, and I always wanted to go, but you got to get there early. So I'm definitely going to do it this summer. They have a tour time, and hopefully they won't be wearing people suffocating oxygen masks, where you can't come in unless you got that, because I won't be going. My husband, he wears it everywhere he goes. If it's like a bunch of people, I might wear a wrap or something pretty if I get around somebody with too many people. But if they keep us separate, because I don't like breathing in people that's wearing a mask, because it comes with a smell, which is nothing but toxins from the body going back inside the body because it has nowhere to escape. So yeah, you guys. So yeah, and when I do go, I'm going to videotape it and I'll show you guys. This is where the slaves hid. Will be going down, and hopefully they'll allow us to tape or whatever. I hope so. But I also will be doing a Black History Part 2 at the Ethiopian restaurant to introduce to you guys some of the Ethiopian food that I enjoy. So it will probably be my son and myself and my husband. I might take my adopted son and his fiance, or I don't know who else going to go. So, so it may just be me and my son, maybe me and my adopted. I don't know, but my husband loves it too. So if he wants to go, it depends on what mood he's in as far as his appetite. If he don't have an appetite for a certain meal, he want like this one place we go to is all you can eat. They got good chocolate cake, but they don't have crab. And it's another one, they got crab, but the desserts is whack. So he likes certain things, and he love Ethiopian food, but he'll go because I want to go. But he has to have a taste for it. And if he doesn't have a taste for it, he'd be like, "Nah, I got a taste for it. Fish, let's go to the all-you-can-eat place." But we were supposed to go there before, but they had closed because of the holiday or something. Or I think they were going to be out of town. No, I didn't go because I was supposed to go for the holiday. But they said I wouldn't be back to January. But we were supposed to go there before. When we got there, it was they were closed that day. They're not open on Wednesdays, but they are open on Wednesdays in another town in Michigan. It's like about 45 minutes away, really long. So I'm looking at my time, y'all. And so we ended up going to a nice one, but they didn't have crab. So, and shrimp is full of cholesterol. If you're going to eat shrimp, it's best to grill it. And, use some organic apple cider vinegar to clean it, and then grill it. And then they get all that cholesterol out and sterilize it. And as well as crab, you make it at home, use apple cider vinegar and boil it real good. Boil it all out and get all that white cholesterol up. And you can scrape it off. You don't want it to taste like apple cider vinegar. It's going to take away because you want the lemon and the low sodium butter. Very low, not margarine, but low sodium. Like 0 to 3 to 5 grams. Some is 90, but I try to stick under that 90. you know, because it's too much butter. But I gotta have that slightly lemon, a lot of lemon, and slightly butter. Because when you go to these places, they be full of butter, and it be margarine, which get build up your cholesterol arteries like heart attack food. I'm like, no, man. So when I go again, I'm gonna take my own butter spray. It's best to take your own stuff, organic, vegan, and whatever. I'm gonna probably order some vegan butter, organic, low sodium, probably looking like 3 to 5 grams. I even go for 10. But you spray it on it and then use their lemons. They have plenty of lemons and oranges. But it will be Ethiopian for Black History Month. Yeah. So y'all can see and experiment the food that I enjoy. So, and I will eat a little bit, talk a little bit, eat a little bit. I did it, I think it was it my birthday? I think it was my birthday. Yeah, I did. I sent that out. So you guys can check that out at Evening with Heidi. Birthday at the restaurant or something like that. Evening with Heidi at the fireplace part 2, showing ornaments, talking about survival tools, and also talking about the world and church conflict of interest. You know, an artist. He was a producer, and he can rap too. He sound good. Nice beat, hard beat. I didn't know he could rap. He rap, and I was like, he ain't never rapped before. He's just a director, like choir director or something. But he does he organizes music, and so he's more like the director, like the person that has the baton. They're doing all this kind of stuff, like you know. And he talks like, you know, he'll talk like he won't really sing. If you say something, he'll sing. He'll talk. He'll say, oh, whatever. But he can rap. I seen him rap. He was getting down with it. He was getting down, but he used terminology that was not of God. It was very ungodly, because, you know, and the Lamb of God ain't bowing down to nothing, baby. The Bible says every knee shall bow. So what happens is we compromise when we get around these worldly people that have sold their life to the enemy, because the Bible says all souls belong to him. But in that first judgment, you have a strong indication where you're going to go. And God can show someone in the spirit. Can't say where someone's going to go, but he can show you in the spirit of the first judgment. And some people crying out want to speak and they can't. And then you have people walking around in the light, free. And my mother still got power. She still got anointing. Her prayers still work. She can still see in the spirit realm. She's floating as a spirit. She don't have physical feelings. She don't have pain. None of that. But more like an angel, and can see. And can intercede and step in. She came one time in a dream with the choir. I was like, okay, Mama, you coming with the choir? I was doing some kind of little slave hustle job. I was working in this place. And I heard a choir singing, and I went across the street, and the choir was singing. They had them things on their head, you know, like the Catholic people, whatever. And where the Muslims, where they is all wrapped up, but they were apostolic, like Pentecostal like people. And I looked over to the right. It was my mother. She on skinny stretchers like she did when she was younger. Because they didn't teach wearing pants. You had to wear dresses, but she would wear her stretchers from time to time. I wear my stretchers from time to time to cover it up. But I wear mine like tights and stuff. But she had her long hair. She looked young. She was far away. She just kept looking at me. She kept staring at me, staring. She was, to me in my mind, she was really there. She was really there. She just went, and she let me see her. And I seen her a couple of times. I talked to her on the phone. She called me on the phone. Just like my son's great aunt called me on the phone, told me to take care of her husband, because her husband ended up in a nursing home. Said she was doing good. Told her I'm eating crab. I'm like, girl, you ain't eating no crab. How you eating crab up there? Ain't no food up there. As far as I know. But I know the Bible talks about one bite of the fruit, and it is a done deal. But so those people in the Lord is just resting in peace, so they don't really need too much of anything. But the person that's at the first judgment of that dark door, it's not a good feeling, man. I don't want to be there at all. You know, don't want to talk about it, but want to be about it. Because only what one does for the Lord shall last and will last. So it'll be a new Jerusalem. So we don't want to be stuck in the Great Tribulation. Because there will be nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. That's right. The Bible says even the saints will scarcely make it in. So you will see a lot of people that's on the pulpit are double-minded people. They have two snake heads on one Bible. That means they are double-minded, and they are snakes, and they are not of the Lord. They are false prophets. They're witchery people. They're demonic. But the Bible says every man that say, Lord, Lord, shall not make it in. And even the person that's not doing all that evil and they just living a regular life, they will also be said to everybody that said Lord, Lord won't make it in. So you can be good all you want and it don't mean nothing unless a person deny themselves of that sin that is a hindrance. Anything that hinder you from serving the Lord got to go. Human, thing, person, place, or thing. So, yep. So what do you guys feel about a person using the terminology full time? You're a full time preacher, but he don't work. He don't take care of his family. I don't have no respect for nobody like that. You don't want to get up and go to work. You living and bleeding off of the poor and the people of the Lord. I'm not saying they shouldn't bring love donations. They brought gifts to when Jesus was born. There's nothing wrong with gifts and helping. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you should do it for everyone. Not just a chosen person, but everyone. Because everyone that is called. The Bible says many are called, but a few are chosen. So those who follow the Lord is chosen. So, you have chosen positions that nobody can do but you. Because you're chosen in that department. But all have been chosen, and the Bible says he draweth them. As the song says, he draweth nigh, but it's up to you to surrender. And normally, most of the time when he does that, now he does still call people, but they won't come because their riches are more important than where their soul is going to be. Come on, somebody. So I hope you guys enjoy the evening with Heidi, and that's with the WIT. And I'm glad I had to do a little fashion show. You know what I'm saying? With the bling bling. Was y'all able even to see my bling bling? I done tore my phone out somewhere. It's late. Yeah, this is the little bling 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 bling. Iridescent. I polished this one a coral. Iridescent. That's a little coral nub. Another coral nub. And then these is plain. This is the iridescent. Plain. This is like the little mauve pink, like another one there. Yeah, y'all. So I'm banging my little. But it's too cold outside to wear this because I wear clip-ons. They're gonna come off. I don't wear piers. But this would come off. Everything would come off because it's cold outside. It was like 8 last. It was like 20 last night, but it felt like 8. So yeah, I'm wearing pajama shorts. So I'm going to put my jammies on, you guys, and get me something to eat and unwind and chill and get me a cold cola. I treat myself with the colas on the weekend. I did have a cola, 2 little small ones a few days ago. I'm only supposed to have it like once or twice. My doctor said once a week. But I have it twice because they're so tiny. They're like eensy-weensy little cans. So drinking 2 is like 1. But if you drink another one, that's 2. It's like you had 2. But I think I'm doing wonderful because, having it every day, that ain't good. But remember, y'all, do what I say do. Get them food seeds, get that chard, get that kale, get that log cabin. But if you're in an isolated area in a city, the invasion of the Unite, they're going to come to bite. They're going to be looking everywhere. So there's really going to be nowhere to hide. All you can do is do the best you can do. And don't let the enemy close you in and invade you against your rights and your freedom and your spiritual beliefs as well. Say, nope, I'm not going to go. I'm only going to go when I hear the horn blow of Gabriel in the Bible. Because we don't know, and I'm watching these movies where they might say, oh, you can only go to these 2 locations, maybe 1 location, and then bam, boom, you don't even know if you're even going to be a citizen anymore. Because of the New World Order, you don't know what they're putting in place to where you got to comply to this. And with all these disasters, they're really going to implement the New World Order in order for you to be able to do this and do that. And if you don't, you're stuck here, and you are considered a nobody because you have no identity. Because your identity has to be changed due to people coming in and tampering with the computers and doing all kinds of hacking and doing all kinds of stuff, messing with banks from what I'm hearing, allegedly. This is all allegedly for educational and learning purposes, fair use. So anything I say from here on out and from the beginning to the end is all allegedly. The Bible is a fact of the of the Great Tribulation and salvation. Um, but all the other talk is all allegedly. In my mind, it might be a fact, but speaking generally, I have to say allegedly. So that's right. Yeah. So you guys, I hope you guys enjoy the show. I'm gonna unwind. Thank you and support the show. An evening with WIT Heidi on a YouTube hood near you. And don't forget to support the show and check into my cash app, $, capital QUEEN, capital HEIDI 7 1. That's right, the girl from Oakland, California, baby. Yeah, holding it down here in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Don't know if I'm gonna make it back home because all the floods. I'm hearing there's supposed to be some more floods, and I don't want to be trapped in floods. That's right, Oakland, Cali, girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with my boy Bruce Lee. I heard he jogged at the Golden Gate Bridge or whatever. That's my dude. I'll be talking about him next. My nails will be way shorter. They got to come off because I got to finish these Black History crowns. And when I'm done that, it's done. I'm just putting the beads and the decorations on it. I will be showing that in my advertisement commercial advertisement. Make sure you let everybody know. If they donate to the show, $25 or more, they will get a free choker crown. That's right, they're called crowns, baby. They're not headbands. Okay? So yeah, you know, some is with bling bling and everything. Something is plain Jane. You know what I'm saying? All the same, you know. That's right, Hotty Totty back on the rampage again, baby, doing the hood style, independent journalism, black journalism, multi-variety journalism, baby. That's right. Coming from the bottom of the hood. I knew you would, understood. Because I'm coming from the bottom of the hood. Coming from the bottom of the hood. I'm 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 coming from the bottom of the hood. That's right, Miss Class. That's the name. That's the name, Miss Class. That's the name. That's the name. So, hey, get the log cabinets, get the trailers. Some people living out their vans. I wouldn't recommend that for myself. I gotta have more room. And take the things that are important. Anything that's important, you don't want to leave it alone too much. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta worry about vandalizers and stuff. So being in the city, from what I'm hearing, is not a good look. Country either, they're gonna eventually, the enemy, he's gonna eventually invade the countries to take anybody that's not with the Lord, because he comes in like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. So it's important to be on the Lord's side. So when these things happen in these last days, which we're living in now, and I'm hearing that it's the beginning of, we're in phase 3. Once we get into phase 4, and then phase 5, I think that's the end of it. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be too many phases. Because once we get to the book of Daniel, that's where they're talking about where you'll be caught up. Some people call it the rapture. But it's called caught up. I want to be caught up. Or however I go, I want to go in the Lord and not be lost into darkness or into a lost place. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed the Black History, beauty, fashion, and the celebration of my mother, Evangelist Renee. That's right. The dance teacher, choreographer, stand-up comedian, actress. Oh gosh, she was in movies, so she became an evangelist and gave her life to the Lord. Some people came to the booth, they were supposed to be some mafia boys or whatever back in the day, back in the, who knows, I don't know, it was the 40s and 50s, or I don't know. But the owner said, leave her alone, she don't know nothing. And after that, she gave her life to the Lord, and they walked away. And it's amazing because my grandfather was a famous tap dancer as well as a Boss M guy. So, and my wedding ring is from, I call it a mafia ring because, baby, there's most definitely, but I mean the good ones that don't do bad things. So, but how can you say that without, that's like contradict, right? Exactly. But I really leave it that way because I don't mess with them Italians, baby. They ain't the one to mess with, baby. Okay. Ain't nobody got nothing on them, baby. And they ain't got nothing on their pizza either. But I don't like all that mozzarella. I like Swiss with the low sodium. Because a lot of them get overweight and they have heart issues because they're using too much salt. But garlic and the olive oil is fine. But Or garlic with some low sodium butter, and then grind it together with some garlic butter, but it's a very low sodium. It's healthy. And you want to keep it as vegan as possible. You want to use a very low sodium. I use like a 50 milligram of sodium in the Swiss cheese. I can't find it. They were selling it at one place. They don't have it. So 90 is a little too much, but Swiss cheese, as far as I will go. Other cheeses that carry cholesterol, and I think it is some cholesterol in it, but it's very low. But I would prefer to find a Swiss cheese with no cholesterol and it's very small amount of sodium. Which you can make your own vegan pizza. The bread could be vegan, low cholesterol, low sodium, low fat. You want to eat healthy in these last days, in case you have to make a run from the enemy trying to sift you as wheat to bite you on your neck. Because you're gonna come looking like Blackula. You know, Blackula was fine. He coming as a light. He come as a light, but he's not light. He's dark. So, this is important that we do this. We prepare. And once you caught up with the Lord, you ain't got to worry about it. But hopefully nobody be left behind. If they left behind, they better, shh. And the mountains ain't even safe. I think the Bible says flee to the mountains. But some mountains won't even be safe. God really got to guard you. You got to really have His mercy and His grace. He'll guard you from the enemy. And that's why you got to take care of your health, so you have no reason to get sick. No bad teeth. All your body working right, everything good, so you have no reason to go to the doctor. You take all your holistic stuff. If you have to go to a doctor, you better pray that a doctor is around that village somewhere, or in that area, farming area, to where he has skills to where he can take care of you and give you antibiotics and pray to God you don't get no kind of infection. Because if you go back, you're going to have to comply in order to be seen. In the Great Tribulation, the woman tried to get her baby to be seen. They wouldn't see it. They said, "Where's your ID?" She didn't have it. And this is in the movie again. I will reiterate it again. In the movie Thief in the Night in Part 2 Thunder in 1973. This is a very good movie. And a lot of people don't realize that we are facing this. They think it's a game, and they're going to find out when it's too late. I don't want to be too late. So thank you for watching again the Evening with WIT Heidi, the multi-variety show that brings world events, creativity, self-made designs, original own slogans, class hop, Miss Class in Session, spirituality, and more. Okay, so stay tuned for more updates on a YouTube hood near you. And I'm glad I was able to do a fashion show for you guys. All right, thank you for watching again. An Evening with WIT Heidi. And don't forget to support the show, like, share, and subscribe, and donate to the show. And thank you for all those who have friended me and those have had nice words, encouraging words to say. Thank you, and may the Lord be with us all in these last and evil days, that we serve Him and win souls for Him, so that we be not lost. We don't want to win somebody into heaven and we be lost. So we want to seek out our salvation and trembling and fear. And I say that in the dedication of my mother, who was a powerful evangelist, and I also believe it. In Jesus' name. But thank you all for watching my talk show. Support it now. And may God be with you to use your talents and your gifts for Him and not the enemy. And don't be in a hurry to get out the hood to get wealthy, because you're going to encounter the enemy one way or the other. Again, thank you, and let God guide you and direct you for what it is that you need to do, because you're going to give all glory to Him, and He doesn't mix it with worldliness. He mixes it with purity. Thank you for watching again. Thank you.